ピンクロック The Arrival Cybers
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I never thought I would actually make this card, but here they did. Welcome duelists from all around the world. I am Midas from T-Snack, your own personal low-quality Yu-Gi-Oh channel. And today I want to go and look at the new cards that are announced, or specifically this one card that really excites me. A lot has been revealed. I just got news that even more Link monsters are announced. But I want to take the time to focus on this card because this card and the archetype it's part of really intrigues me. So I want to take a look at the Arrival at Ignister. Now for those who don't know, the Arrival is our first official Link 6, and I'm just going to read its effect here. The Arrival at Ignister, it's a Cybers Link monster, obviously, Dark Link 6, and requires 3+ monsters with different attributes. And its effects are as follows: you can only control one the Arrival Cybers at Ignister. This card's original attack becomes the number of materials used for its Link token times 1000. It's unaffected by other cards' effects, and once per turn you can target one other monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one Ignister token, well, Cybers Dark level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense, to your zone this card points to. So, that's quite a lot to take in. Obviously a very big boss monster for the Ad Ignister archetype, and just in general. But what makes this card so good, or at least what are the advantages that this card provides? Now, one of the first things, of course, that should be of note is it's generic. It requires 3 monsters with different attributes, so it can even be normal monsters in that sense because it doesn't split anything. And there are very many decks that can make this. Of course, the archetype for which it originates, Ad Ignister, is pretty easy to make this card with a lot of things. It's very easy to make this card as quickly as possible because deck basically is different attributes all the time. Code Talkers are a similar vein, both Cybers, and I can easily make this card due to the different Code Talkers for it. I don't think even for hire can make this card if it wanted to. The only difference there is that Volvo cannot be used as link material, so that kind of puts an embryo plan. But for hire has some attributes all over the place, so it's very optional to play it in there. There are so many decks that can benefit it. That's one of the big advantages of this card. It's generic. It's generic Link 6 that can be used in so many decks as a boss monster. And of course, one of the biggest upgrades for this card is it's unaffected by all other card effects, which makes it increasingly difficult to get rid of, because as we all know, cards that are unaffected by everything are kind of becoming more and more notorious nowadays. The biggest example from the top of my head is something like Energy Howitzer, which is literally unaffected by a lot of things. To be fair, Howitzer pales in comparison to the Arrival in this sense, because yeah, Howitzer is unaffected by everything, but it has very low stats. The Arrival stats are kind of like up in the air. It really depends on how much resources you're willing to put into it. But still, you can easily at best make a 3000 attack monster that's unaffected by all our card effects, can destroy a card once per turn, which is pretty good. Now I will say of course that this card is not unbeatable by any stretch of the imagination. Kaijus are the first thing that come up because you can easily just put Kaiju over it. And there are plenty of other things that can work around it. There can be only one if it's placed in a pure Cybers deck. So you only have that thing, and if you have a monster that can be over it, which shouldn't be too hard, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is an option in that sense. There are so many options that still put a damper on this card. But overall, it's a pretty interesting card. It's a pretty incredible card actually, and I'm quite surprised that they actually made it. I never thought they would. Whenever an anime card is announced, I'm always surprised, like, did they really want to go this route? Valkyries of course are an example of that, because I never thought they would print Valkyries, and here they are. I suppose it just really teaches you that when it comes to Konami, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Now I just hope that one day they will print Armitage Legio. I lost count on how many days I've waited. Anyway, you guys, what are your thoughts about the Arrival Cybers at Ignister? Do you think it's worth it? If it's worth the maybe upcoming hype? Do you think it's good? What are the pros? What are the cons? And what anime archetype or card would you like to see be actually released? In my case, definitely Armitage Legio. Drones would be pretty cool too, but Armitage Legio is really high up there. But let me know, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications for whenever we try to upload a bit more. And yeah, that's all you guys. This is Midas from T-Snack. And as always, have a wonderful day and have fun dueling, you guys.